These are the biggest mistakes beginners make that absolutely destroys their sales, and exactly how to fix it. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean. I built and sold a 7-figure publishing business, and now I'm building my new KDP account. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who is actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want a free 80-minute masterclass on how to start a profitable KDP business in 2024, then the link to the training is in the description below. So today I'll be analyzing and critiquing your books that you guys submitted to me. So if you guys want me to do the same for your book as well, then make sure to follow me on Instagram, DM me your Amazon link, and I will feature your book in future videos. All right, let's get started. So the first book is Adorable Creepy Monsters Coloring Book, Cute Creatures for Adults and Teen, Stress Relief or Relaxation by Life Publisher. So we have 0 reviews and 0 sales for a month. And here's the thing, when you look inside here, right, this is a AI generated coloring book. So AI generated coloring book is cool, right? It's definitely something that is gonna keep getting better and better and better. And the images here is actually a pretty decent coloring page, right, for the most part. But the thing is, everybody is publishing AI coloring books, right? So you cannot have a generic AI coloring book image, right, with a generic AI coloring book cover, right, generic book cover that you created with AI. You have no reviews, no marketing, and expect it to make sales. I mean, that's what 99% of the population, the publishers, are doing, right? So you cannot do the same thing everybody else is doing, putting the bare minimum and expect to make sales, right? You have to have some kind of competitive advantage. So either your book cover has to be a lot better, right? Either your content has to be a lot better, although that's something that determines reviews, not really sales. You have to get more reviews, right? So everybody else is getting 0 to couple reviews. If you can get 10, 20, 30, just like that, you have an advantage, right? So you gotta get more reviews. The easiest way to get reviews is using sites like Puppy, right? This is how you can start getting multiple reviews a week. But this is just one strategy out of the many that I covered in my previous videos. You can also try and get A+ content here. That will improve the conversions as well. But the biggest understanding is this, right? Amazon only pushes your books and promotes it and sells it for you only if you do the work first. And doing the work first is getting reviews and getting initial sales. Because if you just upload a book and you don't get any reviews, you don't get any sales, basically what Amazon sees is, all right, this book, nobody likes it because nobody's reviewing it, nobody's buying it. That means the book sucks, or it's not, something that we want to promote. Let's just drop it down the ranking, right? And to never be seen again. But if you just take a month promoting the book initially once you publish it by getting some reviews, right? Getting some sales. You can do social media marketing for free. You can just tell everybody that to get, buy your book, right? So that you get some initial, so that Amazon sees that, all right, this book is getting positive reviews, people liking it, it's getting sales. That means there's demand, right? Let's try and see if more people buy it if we push it up towards page 1 in the ranking, right? So more people see it. So that's kind of the way algorithm works. So you have to do that. You cannot just upload, forget, hope to make money. Unless you go into a keyword or a topic that's brand new, that's low competition, and there's plenty out there, but Adorable Creepy Monster Coloring Book is not, right? It's a very competitive topic, especially because everybody's creating AI coloring books now. All right, next book is Crossword Puzzles for Kids, Engaging Crossword Book for Kids aged 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You don't have to keyword stuff like that. You don't have to do 8, 9, 10, 11. You can just say 8 to 12. Fun challenges and clever clues for curious kids. Perfect gift for kids. So there's a lot of optimization that we can do, like the subtitle can be cleaner, right? You can just say engaging crossword book for kids age 8 to 12 with fun challenges, clever clues, and a perfect gift for kids, right? You want to capitalize, some of these letters here to make it look more professional. And you can also get reviews. The book cover is, I would say, like a 4-star book cover, but to get it to 5 stars, you want to improve a few things as well. Like, filling up more of these crossword words, not just one, or not just fun and wow, which is 2, right? There's a lot of blank crosswords that you want to probably fill it up. And you can also improve the description formatting. It's weird that the bullet points, except for this last one, is huge in H2 heading, I believe, with bold font, right? So it looks kind of weird. And so there's a lot of things you can do. But the biggest reason why this book is not selling is because you published a book in one of the most generic, broad competitive keywords, right? It's crossword puzzles for kids. You didn't niche down into like, animal crossword puzzles for kids, or adding some kind of theme to it, right? So there's less competitors, right? But you just put crossword puzzles for kids. When I look up crossword puzzles for kids, there's literally 50,000 results. That's like as high as it can get. So if you're trying to compete with 50,000 other books, which is possible. Like I've actually ranked page 1 in multiple 50,000 results keywords, but not just by uploading a generic book, doing nothing and hoping that it'll rank on page 1, right? You have to do marketing. You got to get reviews. You got to have a nice cover. And if you do all that, it's possible to make money in these competitive keywords, but you cannot just have 0 review book, upload it, do nothing, and then, hope to get some sales. The cool thing is you got some sales, right? The fact that the BSR is showing means that it sold a few copies, which really shows how crazy big Amazon is. The fact that you can just upload it in one of the most competitive keyword, right? And then you can get sales is crazy. There's so many people buying on Amazon. But if you want to make real money, then you have to optimize these things. Our next book is My First Tracing Workbook, a book for kids to practice pencil control, letter and number tracing, coloring worksheets, and many more, by MindGrow Publication. It has 1 review at 4-star rating, and it has no BSR, so it's not selling at all. So one thing I would say is the My First Tracing Workbook, good title. And the subtitle is good too, a book for kids to practice pencil control, letter and number tracing. So, these are kind of keyword stuffing. However, it's clean and it sounds and flows good. So, I have no complaints. I would say the main issue here is the low amount of reviews as well as the book cover. It looks like you made this on Canva. It's okay, but it's not great, and you can make this a lot better, right? Especially with these kind of books, you want to showcase the interior on the book cover. So let me give you some examples. So this is a Fiverr gig where you can use to get high quality book covers, as well as if you pay a little more, you can get the book interior made as well. So literally an upload ready book just by using this. So if you guys want to check out this gig, I'll leave a link below this video. But you can see this sample that they got. My First Learn to Write workbook is in the exact same topic that you have, right? But better, design wise. And it is, showcasing, and this is kind of what you want to do in terms of like the book design, something like this where it has some samples of, the follow along aspect, or even this one on the left where they actually showcase the interior. So you want to do something like that for a lot of low content book topics like this. I will say that the book description is well done, right? I'm not sure if emoji is allowed, but besides that, I like that you bolded some parts, right, to stand out. And it definitely pops a lot more. And it looks like the copy is pretty good too. So I would add a A+ content. You can make the A+ content yourself if you got the design skills, or if you just want to outsource it, you can use this gig. I've worked with him many times. He's really good, but he's not the cheapest. So that's why, if you can make it yourself to save some money, you can definitely do that. But if you just want someone that's really good and you just want to outsource it, I'll leave a link to this gig below this video for A+ content. But yeah, I would try and improve the conversion rate mainly by getting more reviews using sites like Puppy, improve your book cover, and adding some A+ content. These 3 things will improve your conversion rate a lot more, so that once you start marketing it, you can do social media marketing, Amazon ads. It should convert a lot more, and you can start Amazon ads at a lower bid. You don't have to go super aggressive, right? You can just start low, and once you start making sales, you can increase the bid slowly. So I think this book has potential because it's in a profitable topic, right? And it's titled well, so that you just have to change the packaging of the book, how attractive it is, by getting more reviews, cover, and A+ content. All right, so the next book is Climbing the Glass Mountain, A Father's Amazing Journey into Spirituality. It has 4 5-star reviews, and this book is at 3 million BSR, so it's not selling much. Now, this is a autobiography, or it's a story about the father who worked at NASA and eventually found spirituality. Now, I will say that I think that's an amazing story. Very cool. Book cover looks really cool too, really intriguing, and the title looks nice too, right? So I think the thing is, the only issue with these autobiography or like your personal story type of book is that it's not SEO optimized. It's not ranking for anything, right? If there is a popular niche of people finding spirituality, perhaps it can rank there. So that's the big thing, is we don't even know if there are any demand for this. Are there other books on people finding spirituality later in life, or just in life in general, doing well? If so, then maybe there's potential, right? Or maybe there's, you know, YouTube videos with millions of views of people finding spirituality later on. So if that's the case, then perhaps there is a potential to market this and blow it up. But a lot of times, you know, when you create autobiography type of books, just because you want to share your own stories, that's cool, but oftentimes it becomes a passion project that does not make money, and that's fine. But if you want to make money, you have to first identify what the market is looking for, what people want, and then make a book on that, right, according to what people are buying. So in this case, you didn't do research on what people are buying because you wanted to write about your story. It's an amazing story. It's just a little tough to sell, right? So the only way to make this work really is hopefully that people discover your book, they find the story intriguing, amazing, and they want to go and promote it, perhaps on their, you know, existing blog, perhaps on podcasts, right? Once again, they might invite you to talk on podcasts, which is amazing. And from there, you can promote your book. So you could reach out to different podcasts as well in your niche, and then see if you can speak and then promote your book in exchange, right? In terms of Amazon ads, you could run Amazon ads and see if you can rank in different spirituality related keywords and people buy it. But that's the thing, it's a tough sell because it's a story about you, and you first need to get people interested in you and hearing your story, when most of the time people are buying books because, you know, they want to learn something or they got some pain points. Like if this book was about how to meditate better without overthinking, or some kind of like more so how-to specific topic within the spirituality niche, then it's a lot easier because we already know that there's a demand for this topic and we can run ads towards those keywords, right? But there's really no keywords associated with this because, once again, it's autobiography. So it's a tough sell, but I would say get more reviews, try and reach out to podcasts. Hopefully they pick you up, and then talk about the book. And I really think it's an amazing story, so hopefully you do well. All right, next book, Cheeseburger coloring book. 50 high detailed images for adult coloring books for relaxation and mindfulness with quips and quotes. So I actually like these kind of gag gif type of books. It looks like this is AI generated images of just straight up just cheeseburgers that people can color in. A lot of these are not suited for coloring pages, like you cannot even color it in. But it doesn't matter when it comes to gag gifs, right? So the cool thing about gag gifs is the quality of the product stops mattering as long as it's funny, right? So that's like one of the best things about that. However, I would fix a few things. One is cheeseburger coloring book. I would just straight up call this cheeseburger coloring book for adults, and SEO optimize it a little bit, or even just calling it funny adult coloring books, right? So it's more SEO optimized because people look up funny adult coloring books. No one's gonna look up cheeseburger coloring book, right? In terms of marketing this, one thing I want to say is I like the book cover. I actually think the book cover is good. I think the title is good, you know, besides the SEO thing. You got good ratings so far at 5 stars. So I would recommend you get more reviews, right? Try to get to 10, 20, 30. Once again, Puppy or any other, you know, way is okay. But from here, in terms of marketing it, I would simply try and run a product targeting campaign to all the other seasonal gag gifts, funny books people, you know, gift to family members, and those kind of, like, you've seen those books. Obviously, you're making this because you've probably seen those too. But those gag gifts kind of books, I would run a product targeting campaign to have your book show up. So hopefully you can kind of like piggyback off their traffic, right, and get people to buy your book as well. So that's probably the most direct way to market it. And once you start getting more reviews, once you start getting more sales, you can even price your book a little higher than $8.98. Okay, so that's what I recommend. Our next book is Dogs in Art, adult coloring book for dog and art lovers. Dog coloring book for adults and kids inspired in famous art paintings. So it's basically a coloring book where the image is a dog in famous arts, right? So I think it's a cool concept, but I think the reason why it's not selling is the book cover is a little weak, right? I don't like these darker, you know, grayish colors, and the color contrast is not strong as well with the text. So I've seen your A+ content here, right? So just as an idea, right? But I think if you use this image as a book cover, I think it'll work really well, right? This design stands out, and make sure you color this in and use colors that really pops, right? Bright colors, or something that, or even just put a text that pops, right, with big text. But I think this design as a front cover would be better than this one. At least, it really depends on execution, but just an idea. This is an example of something where, you know, the title text is popping really well. The image, right, the color contrast is really good, you know, bright yellow or gold. and it works really well, right? So you want to do something like that in your book cover. If you need help with getting someone to color in your coloring pages, I actually found a Fiverr gig that'll do that. So this gig will color in your page. So that's exactly what you're looking for, right? And then from here, you can convert it into a book cover, but it's just $15 per page to do so. So I'll leave a link to this gig below this video. So I think once you optimize the book cover, get more reviews, from here, I think the potential is there. So then you can start marketing it and hopefully you can start making more sales. So that is what I would recommend. All right, guys, I'll end the video here. Once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy these book review series because it's easy for me to make and I want to keep doing it as long as you like it and it gets views and stuff. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. And before you go, if you guys are serious about building a profitable Amazon KDP business in 2024, I do have a complete publishing program. It's suited for absolute beginners, even for advanced publishers who need some extra advanced strategies to market your book. The course is designed to focus on actually creating books that people are looking for, as well as how to market it to get more sales, right? A lot of people can tell you how to upload a book on Amazon KDP, but not a lot of people can tell you how to actually make money with it. Well, I've made money, with Amazon KDP. We got a lot of students doing 4, 5, 6 figures a month, and a lot of people are crushing it. So we definitely know the marketing side, and that's what the course focuses on is, the marketing of the book. So if you guys want to check it out along with the free training, the link is below this video, as well as all the tools and resources that I recommend in your publishing business. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.